All right, first look at the chart. So it's Sunday evening, so market just opened up. London, Asia, here. Got this gap up, and we gap back up into our 1 hour PVC that we caught this short off of Friday evening. That I closed early because I didn't want to sit through this. But let's see, we got. Let's just focus on this range right here. So we don't have a strong trend, but we do have a strong PVC right here. And as you can see, we got this gap up, and we reject it right there at the 1 hour PVC. So when it's formed, this is as high as we went since it formed. Then we came this low. We haven't closed above it yet. We did get a close beneath right here. Let me just mark this level. We got this close beneath, consolidated beneath, tap the low and push lower. Close back into it. Close back into it right here. We make this little run. We tap into it here. Back beneath. So we're really just consolidating right here. But I want to see if I can just catch a scalp. I'm really just kind of working on being able to find a setup or just like just accurately predict the market whenever I open up the chart. It doesn't mean that I need to be trading all the time, but it's just like a little exercise that I do um, with the PVCs. So right now I've got a bullish bias because we're inside of this bullish PVC, and we got this close beneath, and we went this low. We closed back above. We have yet to come all the way back up here, but when we close back beneath, we failed to take these lows. So we got low here, higher low here, back inside this bullish PVC, which you can see resulted in a bounce. When we ran above it, we ran above here, consolidated, and the low was the low of my PVC right here. We bounced to 445. We go up to 483 in what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 minutes. So 40 handles, 6 minutes. It's not bad, especially off this direct tap in the price with no drawdown. So really just want to see if we can get an entry here. Let's mark the secondary PVC here. So I like this being my EVC. So you can see price, which we ran above here. So when this printed, we went this high. But when it's printed, this is my swing high after the EVC. And this is my swing low. We failed to take out this low. Right? We came back into this candle here, and we failed to take out this low. But we just made a higher high. So that's a good indication right there for the bulls. All right. Notice we got EVC right here. We didn't quite reject from the bottom. We didn't tap into it. But that would be something that I would be seeing is how price reacts to this level now, this low. So I really want to I really want to see bulls play out here. Get some longs. Let's look at these other time frames. See what we got. Okay, I like this bottom tail here. This formed and we ran this high here. So, well, first we went here, then we tapped into it. We just made a higher high. So that's good. I'm not super sold on longs yet, though. I'm not, especially coming off of this bearish PVC, this 1 hour. You know, it's just early enough in the session where I feel like we could run this, and we still got these. We got this gap above here on the 1, so we could definitely make a move up there. I want to see something a little more sure of itself. Yeah, I mean this right here looked okay. This wasn't bad. I seen it a little late, so I want to just hop in that. Especially because this is a little hard to just get a clean read. I mean, yeah, we went here, we made the higher low here, and then we consolidated at this level again, and we get this push up above EVC, and then we come down and we tap. But I'm just not super sold on longs, especially, like I say, we got this over here too. So when you look at the volume on the 1 minute, we got 3.71, 3,071 on my major. My secondary is 2,300. This one is 2009. So you see we're getting some resistance here. I'm gonna mark the low of this right here too, because it's also a relevant level. It's basically IVC. So we had this come up, which was pretty much like we gapped up. All of these handles we gapped up, and pretty much since we gapped up, price has been moving bearish. Minus this little retrace right here that gave me this higher low right here. So I'm just not super sold yet on longs, but I will be paying attention to this PVC, right? Because we formed here, we went high. And right now this is my low. So we want to see how low does this how low do we want to go from this candle before we close back into it. Notice we're getting these rejections here at the low. And then the same way we got this reaction here at the high, I'm gonna want to see some reactions again here at the low. Let me get, I don't know where that came from. Especially we got decent volume on this candle right here. The high of this candle gives decent volume, but I would want to see the reaction the wick come from the low, and I don't want to see these lows get took out. I want to see it start to run and make another higher high from this point. But we should turn around at the bottom of this PVC right here. So I'm going to get rid of this. It's not where I actually want to see price go. So we just got to close back beneath this PVC. So immediately, within the next couple candles, we want to see an engulf if price wants to make its run back bullish. We didn't really get that EVC that I like to see at the level, but we are getting the engulf here in this first 30 seconds. All right, the engulf is currently turning into a rejection. which is good. You really kind of want to see one or the other. The rejection and push lower would be cool. I wouldn't be mad at that at all. And I would effectively be changing my bias from my immediate bias back to bearish. I'm going to want to see price target these lows. Again, we're coming off of this hour PVC, and the volume on this is monstrous. This right here. So we do want to lean bearish, right? But the point of the exercise is to just open up the chart, find your narrative, find your entry, and catch a scalp. So if I can catch 15 to 20 handles here, I feel pretty good about it. So we got the close, then we got this action right after the close, and now we're pushing low again. Now again, we really want to see what happens beneath this level. So I'm not too eager to short right here, and I'm not too eager to long right here either. I just want to see this play out. $1,340, 1,048. Did it tap that? Yeah. Remember I said this was my EBC right here. And look at the direct hit into the high. That's giving us this rejection right here. Still want to see price run this level and tap the low of this and see what kind of reaction we get at the low of this candle. But this definitely just gave us a direct hit and offered about 10, 11 handles, which this is I want to say after hours market, but technically it's pre-market, Sunday evening. So not going to expect as much volatility during this time. All right, cool. We got the little reaction there we wanted. Now we're running. We want to see what happens here. Now, strong close beneath this level would also be the first close back into this candle. So we want to see, again, we want to see a bullish engulf. We want to see a bullish engulf. You want to see price run back into this bullish PVC, get a strong close into it, and then reject from the low and push up further. That's what we want to see. Once again, here we got that wick coming from the low. Wick coming from the low of our EBC right here. So we're just trying to see how far this price want to go before we get our retrace. Definitely still want to be checking these time frames. I like this close beneath the 5. And then we reject it from the low. Right? This is a strong close beneath. And we got the rejection here. That's one thing that I should have been looking at 3 minutes ago. Obviously, we had this action right here, but I wasn't paying attention to right here is that 5-minute close, and then we get that tap, or technically we close the 5 right here, and then this is the next 5 minutes that's loading up right now, and it came up here and it tapped, and that's this right here. This tap is wick. All right, this price action is telling me that we should continue to deliver lower. We did just get a little mini close beneath this level here. This candle opened up with this wick, and now we're pushing low. So I don't want to just jump in shorts here though. Don't want to just jump in shorts. I really want to focus on getting an entry on one of my stronger PVCs, which being short here is not a terrible idea, but I'm not, especially if we run back here. Like when we come here, if we close back into this without taking out this low, really this low, then I wouldn't be comfortable shorting off this area. If we come back up here again, you want to see it just kind of wick and go. Because if we close into it again, then we're closing into it after making another higher low. So that would effectively be a retrace back into my PVC without making a higher low, which would into a bullish PVC at that, which would tell me that buyers are maybe back in control above this level, and I don't want to see price start trying to make a run on these highs now. And we got some decent levels up here, but this has effectively been, here's your high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, sweep the high. All right, so aside from this big bullish gap in this candle, price has been bearish this pretty much entire couple hours that it's been open. So all right, we're getting this engulf here, which is good money, but I want to see some volume come in. Like I said, another lower high right here, I would be expecting price to start trying to make a run on these highs if we don't take out this low, especially with us turning around at our key level. So I like the energy that we getting right here, and we coming into this level early into the minute. So just want to see if we can get a strong push above this level. If we get a strong push above this level, then I would be a little more comfortable taking longs and protecting these lows. I don't really have any real rules for this exercise. It's just something that I do. I probably should make some rules for it. Like if I open up the chart, I want to be able to find an entry, and if I can't find a good entry or can't call the market accurately within the first maybe 30 minutes, I got 30 minutes to find something. If I don't find it in 30 minutes, and I gotta call it. Again, I don't want to force a trade. I just want to trade what I'm seeing and do it with accuracy. So here we just close back into it again. Now, if we fail to take out this low, okay, we didn't close back beneath it. If we close back beneath this level and we fail to take out this low, I'd be very surprised, but that would give me a big indication for my buyers being here. Let me get an order ready. And I'm only going to risk about 20 handles. So yeah, I'm liking the reaction that we're getting at this level. I'm not really a big fan of the volume that we're getting though. There's not much volume coming in the market for my bulls here. But yeah, getting in long right here just doesn't seem like too bad of an idea. I like that this wick failed to take this low. And we're getting this bullish retrace once again. We do got significant volume here. See if we can run beyond this level. Probably get a little rejection there. This may be something I take with a market order because I kind of don't want to see price come back to this level. But it would be better than again, I'm gonna just wait for this I'm just wait. I mean, I really like this PVC right here. It's a lot of volume on that. Granted, it's on the 1 minute, but if we get a strong close back into it without taking out these lows, you go higher low, higher low, higher low again. We close back into it and we don't engulf right away. I'll be taking that risk to see that, as soon as we close strong above it, I'll be trying to get in. I'll have my limit order right here. And I have a limit order here, which I'm going to just put it there now and get ready for it to happen. Oh, wow. Oh, it's only one. I'm like, yo, no way. Yeah, usually I got 5 contracts. Usually I got 5 contracts. Okay. I'm like, no way. Yeah, we're going to get ready for this. At the very least, we want to see price come back into this low. But really, I want to see it make a run on this high. That would be ideal. So, nearly a 1 to 2. Would really love for price to come up here and get a rejection off of my IVC though. I would be surprised if we can get a reaction here though, because we got this strong bullish candle and it immediately followed with bearish price action. So the first time that we tap the high, we're probably going to get a rejection. So I'm fine with just getting out at the high right here. If we go there, we may never go there again. It might never happen again. I'm not going to set this yet. I'm going to just leave it sitting there. So yeah, I mean, so far so good though. First to be getting this reaction at this low, I like that a lot. I like that we did get a close beneath, and that close followed up with a bullish engulf, and now we're getting bullish price action. This is tapping early into the candle. We're getting a strong pushback into this level. I like that a lot too. I don't want to jump the gun here though. All right, so if we do get a top tail, then we're gonna want to see price failing or wicking from the low of the top tail. So you get a bearish candle, and you see this volume that we have here. And I told you we get some sort of reaction right here because of the volume on this candle. Uh-oh. Looks like we're going to get that strong close. I'm going to go ahead and set that buy right there. See if we get a tap back into the low of our PVC here. Maybe we get it, maybe we don't. But yeah, this candle. It's where I was wanting to see that we got that brief rejection on this that had it looking like a top tail for a brief second. The volume here. On that candle. But it looks like, no, we got more volume here than we do here. I still like longs at this low. I just don't want to see price close back beneath it. That's the main thing. So maybe price travels there, maybe it doesn't. This is why I debate like just picking my spot and living with the result, because I called this level. I wanted to see reaction at this level, but I wasn't like just super sold on it, and I'm okay with not being sold on it. But even if I get in this trade now, it's like I'm either going to be right or I'm going to be wrong. So I mean, if I risk 20 handles right here, I'm good. You know, in hindsight, it's easy to say that, I know, but these levels, I mean, I just see them play out so often. Like they work, they work. But sometimes I still kind of second guess them because I don't know. Sometimes I'll maybe get tired of waiting, and I'll take one that's like, maybe should have waited longer. Things like that. Like this I like this because it goes alongside my PVC. We got a bullish PVC on the one. We got a bullish PVC on the one, and then we got, once price dipped beneath the low, we got low, higher low, and then this higher low came at the bottom of my EVC. I mean, that's perfect. That's perfect. So now that we're back inside of this bullish PVC, I mean, I want to see price target these highs, make a run on these highs, and then I want to see price pretty much make a run on all these highs. I would much prefer for price to just continue bullish and just get a nice retrace. I mean, there's a lot of room up here that we could go into. I mean, we got our reaction off the first tap into the hour, bearish. This looks kind of crazy. Once again, let me just take off these execution. Uh-oh, will we get an entry? Oh, we're 10 handles away. 6 handles away. 10 handles. Whatever. Okay, yeah. We got we got a decent move into it here. And this was on Friday. All right, so tap the hour, and then we're opening up and we're tapping it again. So, I mean, we could just be pushing bearish, on a higher time frame, but I think with what's happening with price right now, I think we could be getting this bullish price action. I could see it. I definitely want to be getting in at my PVC right here, the low. But this happens to me often. I'm glad it's on video. I'm glad I got a witness, so I can see how the market be doing me in real time. Like, bro, I might still get entry though. So, but notice again, I mean, it's these levels. Like the volume on this level, mind you, we haven't came up here and tapped this, but within this range, this move right here, the volume on this candle is the most. Let me see how much it is. 932, 915 on this bearish candle right here. We got 932 right here. So the fact that we closed into it and then we just wick from the low, it makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense. But we still want to see price come into the low of our 1 minute PVC. over here since we closed back into it. We got this nice bullish run. So that's where my entry's at. So we'll see. Maybe I get an entry, maybe I don't. Technically, I've already failed because we're past 30 minutes. Past 30 minutes now. And I haven't gotten the entry, so technically it's over. But we're right here by my entry, so I'm gonna give it some time. Give it like 5 more minutes to connect and see if we wanna run this low and get another push higher. This rejection is also coming at the high. That's worth noting as well. That is also worth noting. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Like environments like this is where I get chopped up at. I get chopped up in these kind of environments. You got, it's like we got this range, but we got like PVCs kind of stacked all within the same range. Where you got this here, and you got you got your bullish EVC here, you got your PVC here, EVC here. It's all like within this range, and you see the MA is traveling in between all of it because we're not trending, we're ranging. So I'm not a fan of this market, but again, I'm just for sport, for the love of the game. For the love of the game. I don't know if I'm gonna get entry here though. I mean, we get some pretty clean rejections off of this low. And it just happens to be, it came one handle away from my entry here. It hasn't ran that much though. I mean, that's 16 handles, 15 handles, 17 handles, 44, 60, 62, 18 handle. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get an entry here. And I don't really want to chase it either and put a long here, because what'll happen is we'll get a close above here. In this one, we had the Engulf, but when we close this next time, we should just push up into the highs and push up for this high. So this one looks like it wants to close. And now it's looking like these lows should be protected. Like we shouldn't maybe run those lows. But we still could though. I mean, it's not, I don't know, it's not like 100% accurate. I can't say that, but I just got a good idea of what should happen if this happens or when this happens. And we just gotta tap back into the low of our EVC right there. And I do like that this is giving us a rejection. I want this to close out strong bearish in the next 3 seconds. And then maybe give me one more bearish candle that pushes back into this low right here. And then reverse. Yeah. The reason why I do a lot of the I call out a lot of these moves on the one, and even though like to most people, especially like if you're like a swing trader or something, like you may look at a lot of this like it's all insignificant. Like you just want to get a good entry that's going alongside with the trend, and that's not a bad idea. But my thing is, this is how price works on every time frame. So if I can identify this right here with what's happening and where I should even just get rejections at, like this right here, you know, or like this right here. If I can do it on the one, then I can do it on the 5, the hour, the 4 hour, the daily. You know, I'll know exactly what to look for because the volume is going to tell me. The volume's going to tell the story. You know, these are all levels that I called out that I said we should get reactions from. And it's not like I'm trying to brag, because boy, trust me, the market doesn't kick my ass enough. I'm just saying, this is how price moves. This is how price moves. So if I can just identify these levels and trade them consistently and have proper risk management, then I can be successful in the market. So that's a lot of what this exercise is about. I just like to see it over and over and over and over and over until it's just so far locked in my head that I don't second guess it so much. Because I'm damn near like traumatized from all of the losing that I've done, all of the failed challenges and blown accounts, and it's like, no, there's no way that this is gonna work. There's just no way. But dog, this is I don't know, it's pretty promising. It's pretty promising the way that price reacts to these levels, right? Like this is super clean here. And even though like these are little rejections, but it's like it's on the 1 minute. It's on the 1 minute. If it's a higher time frame, like if this was the hour, if this was the volume profile on the hour, and you had an EVC coming at the top of the swing with the immediate reversal, right? Then yeah, this move would be a monster move if you had this on the hour or the daily. And the wick into it might be a little bit deeper, but then you would have that bias going into the 1 minute or the 5 minute. So you're like, okay, we got an EVC on the hour and price reversed and it closed beneath it. So when it taps into it, I'm gonna want to see something on the lower time frame that tells me that we should start to move down. Right? Same what we got here. We got strong bearish price action pushing price here. And when we retrace, where do we go? We went to the low of my EVC right here. We went to the low, we rejected off the low, and then we pushed lower, targeting these lows. Targeting these lows. Doesn't mean we're going to make it to these lows, but that's the target. But then you got to look at the volume that is running into. Because you look at this candle has more volume than this candle. And where does price go and turn around? It goes here. Well, technically it goes to the other. Right. Technically it goes to this PVC right here. This one has more volume than both of these. But this is my bearish candle. And you're going to want to see that candle have an inverse effect, right? So this is a bearish PVC. So the fact that price ran above it, the fact that price ran above it, once we ran above it, we want to see rejections coming from the high and see price push higher. So like here we got a strong close up, and then we close back into it and we start bouncing off of it. But notice these bounces are getting lower than this high. They're failing to take this high. So then we close back into it. We make this run, right? We make this run. And we're in a trade. All right, let's lock back in. Let's see if we get a reaction here. What time is it? Let me get rid of this. It's not looking good. We got 30 seconds. Definitely want to get a reaction right here, but look at how strong we're coming into it. Yeah, that bullish engulf, we need this to keep going like immediately. It's early in the candle too, so I mean we got this strong push, but we wanted to push now. I do like that we tapped this low again. I mean maybe I should have kept my entry there, but I have my entry right here at the low, which I don't think that was a bad entry at all. All right, so at least it's offering some profit here. We still got 20 seconds to close, and I'm looking at this volume. This candle is going to have more volume than this candle, and we're engulfing it. So that's a really good sign. I definitely don't want to see price run these lows again after this forms, because that would effectively make this a fake out. When this forms, we want to see bullish price action continue like right away. We don't want to see too much retrace. Otherwise, it's going to make me feel like this here is a fake out. Yep, strong close back above this PVC right here. So we're gonna definitely want to see price bouncing off of this level and pushing back up. Not a big fan of price not immediately running bullish after this form. So I'm gonna give this candle a chance. See, we want to close here. If we close back beneath here, back beneath my PVC, then I may be getting out of this trade. Hope we don't do no aggressive ass run right before I close. Trying to give it a chance here, but the fact that we didn't keep running bullish here is kind of telling me that it's no bueno. We still got these lows here though. Got this rejection off of this low. Let's look at the 5. That's one thing that I definitely forgot to do was see what was happening on these higher time frames. This right here is not so sexy on the 5. I say that because we got this strong close back beneath 5 right here. And we wanted to see an engulf happen like immediately. Mind you, when this form went high, we closed back into it and we failed to go high. So I'm not as confident in this trade anymore, I'm not gonna lie. Kind of want to just get out of that. Yeah, it sucks. That sucks. I really want to show a winner. And I mean, this could be, but I'm not very confident in this trade anymore, I'm not gonna lie. Now I feel like shorts off of this level. Looking at the 5. As we close beneath this PVC right here, we rejected from the high. What's this, 54? We are still rejecting right here though at the low. Yeah. And so I mean, man, when it's choppy like this, it's a lot more to factor in. Because you got these levels that stack up on top of each other. So we want to see this reject now. I'm not so confident in longs anymore because of this 5. This 5 giving me these. This is just like weak here. But if we close back above this again, this is the next 4 minutes it's going to close. So we're into it early, which is good. This could have been a fake out. And then we could still be targeting these highs. Rejection from this high again. Yeah, I don't know. And I think it's good realistically. I would just have to bow out of a market like this. Because I don't know if we're gonna break higher low. I genuinely don't know if we're gonna break higher low. It's like I still want. It's like because we broke back above here, this definitely could have been the fake out, and now we make our run for these highs. And this could have been a very good entry, but we just kind of we moved into it a little too strongly. I moved against it, especially after this bullish candle, and then we engulfed this candle. We did get the rejection again, though, at the low of our EVC. So I probably should have let that play out, see if we close back beneath it again, but I just wasn't that confident in it. Then there's the high. Okay. So I like this being a fake out. Yeah, I'll take this long right here. I think I risked or lost 70. Let's see. Yeah. So the most I want to risk right now is 200. So if this loses, then I'm just done. Again, we're getting this rejection here off the UVC. Let's see it come low one more time. Come low one more time, reject from this low. Tap into this gap, leave the breakaway gap open. We can tap into it. We got the low of our PVC right here. But yeah, come back, tap into it, and then run these highs. That's what I would like to see. You definitely want to see a rejection here at the high too. And that might be a good spot to short. Yeah, I mean we got these higher lows here. Yeah, I wouldn't short that here. Just because the way that the market's delivering into it. We do got an EVC here though, so we should see a pause in delivery, at least a couple candles of consolidation. And it's a doji. I'm gonna short this. Yeah, I don't like the delivery into it, but let's see if when we close into it, see if we get a retrace. And you know what? I'll short that. Yeah, if we close above this, which definitely we're getting a little rejection off the high here, 83, 76. But I think that the move, especially when you got delivery like this, I want to see the move just kind of continue. See, I almost shorted that just to be in a trade, and that's like a habit I want to get out of. get out of that. That's when I stack up like just unnecessary losses. It's like even on some of those when I'll take like a premature entry and maybe I'll get some profit and I'll close in this a winning trade. It's just not a sustainable tactic. It's not something that you could just do over and over and over and expect to make money. So rejection coming from this high now, which I like. We got liquidity here. I could definitely see a rejection coming from this low as well. Like we might leave these highs intact coming from this low or this high. Rejection from here or here. That's my IVC. So if I was going to take a short against this trend, against this delivery, it would definitely be coming at one of these two levels. And right here we got 2009, 2300. So yeah, I mean I'm expecting to get a reaction right here. And I might short right there. I might do that. So it look like on the 5. On the 5 is just the 5 is saying get it at the top. The 5 is saying go short at the top. And that's because the volume here is like it's bogus. We got this is the PVC that's carrying price up right now. Is this right here? So we came here. Now we did get this. We did get this lower. We formed. We went this high. We tapped into it. We went this high, higher high, and we closed into it here. And then we made a lower high before we closed into it again. But even after that, we got like an immediate reversal, which is what you want to see, which is what I didn't hold out for. And this is the pattern that I'm caught in that that has me lose because I'll call these trades, like I'll point out these levels, and then I'll actually get in a trade, and I'm like psyched out, like this was because my entry was here at 45, the low of this PVC, right? But we did this, which is typically a reversal pattern. Right, you got the close, we got the engulf right after the close, and we had more volume. But the fact that we didn't just continue to push up strong afterwards, we got the visit of this low again, and then we got the strong push up afterwards. This is what I wanted to see the first time, but we did this again, and I lost my confidence in this trade, and so I got out. But this is like a recurring story. This is something that happens often when I'm trading, and it's just like it's hella frustrating because it's like I'm right there, but literally I closed it. I want to say I closed it on this candle or this candle. Let's look at the execution. Yeah, it's like, come on, bro. I literally closed this. 1 minute before delivery started. 1 minute before we went into distribution. And when I tell you this happens to me all the time, It's just like, bro, what the fuck? And then there's trades where it's like, all right, I'm not gonna close this one. Even if I see something I don't like, I'm like, all right, I don't really like that, but I'm gonna just let it run. And then I get stopped out. I close this and we run straight to TP. Literally, we ran straight to TP. Right? But then there's other ones where it's like, well, I didn't like that, so I closed it. Or I didn't like that, but I let it run and went straight to stop loss. And bro, that bothers me. That bothers me, bro. It's like I be trying to just get over it, just like let it go, but it's like why? It's like why? Like how am I 1 minute away from delivery? And it's happening over and over and over. It's like I'm calling the right spot, but I'm not just getting in a trade and then it's just going to where I need it to go. I'm getting in a trade and it's going against me first. It's like it wants to go against me first. It's like, yeah, you right, but we ain't gonna let you know that right now. We gonna make you feel like you're wrong. And we gonna make you feel like you're wrong just enough to make you give up on the trade. As soon as you give up on the trade, that's when we gonna go ahead and print the money. It's like, come on, dog. Like leave me alone, bro. Like for real. Like I'm just trying to get my little money on, bro. I used to get on. Get my little shot chasing little two bands, bro, for real. I'm trying to do nothing crazy. I'm just trying to chase little two bands. But yeah, this is a recurrent thing. I mean, it's not like I haven't caught great trades. And I mean, literally, I've got reviews catching 150 handles, 200 handles. Like, I catch really great trades. I get delivery. But this happens to me enough to where I'm like, bro, I need to file a complaint. Like, who I need to talk to? Because this shit, it can't be, bro. Literally, bro, I'm 1 minute away from delivery. So we go from my close here minus $70, and my TP was $400. Are you kidding me, bro? It's like a $500 swing on the account, potentially. You know, but I still like the low. I still like the low of this candle here. So we definitely should get some sort of retrace. At some point, we should get some retrace, and I want to hold out for that retrace. Um, See what happens when we close into this candle. We should wick from the high, and then that wick from the high should push us into the low, and then maybe we get a second run back high. But we don't want to see this fall too much. I mean, because we're right here inside of this gap. We got a little mini breaker structure right here. We also got this little gap right here as well. But the volume on this is decent. You got decent volume. Oh, that's this candle. Well, this one also has more volume than this one. So that's this high. So we are going to want to see price just kind of tap into it. We don't want to see it close into it on the first one, though. I would rather not see that. I'd rather just get like a quick move. Because obviously, four handles. I mean, bro, literally, I got to get over it. I got to get over it. All right, so here's the tap into there. We got the sets. Now we close into it on the minute. But in the next 3 minutes, I don't want to close beneath this level. But yeah, rejection from this high made a lot of sense. Like I said, even though this isn't like a strong rejection, but we got rejection here. And I'm wanting this to carry us a little bit lower, hopefully just into my entry, not too much beyond it. Yeah, really just back to the low of this, tap the low of this, turn around. But this made a lot of sense just because we printed this, and since we printed this candle, price immediately went all the way down here. So the first time that we visit the high, we want to see a rejection. let's see what we got here. Oh my goodness. This is what you want to see. But we don't want to get faked out here. So we want to see just an aggressive push up after the bottom tail. And we got volume on it too. Obviously, we don't want to see it engulf at this level. And we still got some time here. Yeah. We're getting this aggressive close into this. I mean, we're pretty much going to want to see an engulf happen. Let me see. All right, so we got that close beneath there that I didn't want to see, but since we closed, we definitely want to see an engulf happen sooner than later. The rejection from the high here offered from 483, 459, so that was good. And how much drawdown? It's like about 10 handles of drawdown. Yeah, 10 handles of drawdown. 10 handles of drawdown, but offered, what's that, 17? Or, I don't know, 60 plus 83, 23 handles. So basically 1 to 2. So, yeah, rejection from the high here is not going to be a great sign. We want to get some strong bullish price action. Once again, we definitely don't want to take these lows. Yeah, I'd really like to see price run these highs. And ultimately, I want to see price get back into this level, the low of my IVC. So we'll see what kind of move we make here, which I do like. That looks like we might get that. We might get that engulf. There we go. We got this bullish volume here. We got more bullish volume coming in here. Strong close above. I didn't like this little wick here, but you're bound to get a little something. It's just about what happens after. All right, so remember, this is my 5 minute. It's not the 5 minute PVC, but it's the highest candle right here. So rejections off of this level, it's not bad. If price wants to retrace and reject off of this, because that would also be a rejection off of this. But it's when we close into it, because notice we formed, we went low. Now we went high. We also got good volume here. I don't like that price went from low to high. But as far as the move goes, this is bullish volume and this is bullish volume all within the same swing. So this volume is still less than this. So I definitely want to see price bounce at this level and continue to push higher. Yeah, we definitely have a bullish bias when it comes to volume. In the immediate, just because we got our bullish PVC right here, the price is operating inside of. We got bullish PVC right here, and ultimately we are inside of this bullish PVC, which would drove the initial entry on this long right here at 445. So this is good. And I don't know, it's like that this play earlier, these type of plays, it does kind of get under my skin. And it's crazy because it's like, bro, it'll be like a little loss. Like I closed at minus 70 handles. And literally, like as soon as I open up a trade, as soon as the trade triggers my entry, I'll be up, 1-to-1. I'll be up what I lost. But I don't know, when I lose, it's like, I don't know. It's just hard to just take the L. And it's crazy because I've lost so much. I've lost so much. I should be a pro at losing at this point. Seriously. I should be like the best loser in the world. I've lost with the best of them probably, bro. I mean, I've just lost and failed. So I should be really good at it at this point, but I'm not. It bothers me, bro. It bothers me. I got to get over it. But one thing that always encourages me though is just, I mean, when I sit here and I call price out and it does what I expect it to do, it always feels really good. It's just when I'm sitting here and I'm calling it out and I'm not trading it, and then when I trade it and it does exactly what I don't want it to do and I lose, that's when I feel like, like am I tripping, or like how am I wrong now when it counts, you know what I mean? Like this one right here, like I said, we got bullish. We got a strong bullish bias on the immediate. We got bullish PVCs all over the chart on the 1 minute time frame and the 5. There's nothing here that's really saying like we should run back aggressive bearishly. Is telling me that we should run into our IBCs up here, at least into this 505 area. Now I might just get out, like just take these highs and get out. But I really want to get out when the market tells me to get out. Like when the market gives me an EVC, then I want to get out. I don't want to just get out because it's like, all right, well, this is enough. It's like, no, I want to actually get out because the market is saying the move is about to take a break. So unless you want to sit through halftime, nigga, go on, get the fuck on. Get on. Unless you want to sit through this, go on, get on. Right? But right now there's nothing here that's saying bears are about to come into the market. So you should get out. Other than this high right here. Which honestly is just not enough. I mean, I think this trade has more to offer. And when I think about, trade, I feel like this is a more sustainable way to trade. I mean, it's a little more work, a little more brain power. Because I just haven't had enough success with price going straight to my target. Like I said, a TP and price actually goes there and hits it. I mean, it's definitely my fault because I don't always just let it. I'll close it early or whatever the case may be. But again, man, I've lost so much that I feel like, I don't know. I doubt a lot when it's like working in my favor, and it's just like a mental thing that I got to get over. It's like I feel like we've been moving bullish and it's been like cool. And I've been sitting here being patient with the trade. But then all of a sudden you'll get a big ass bearish candle and, and it'll just come and it'll wipe out like all the profit you've just been sitting here through. And it's just like, damn, bro, I should have closed, bro. I knew it was gonna do me dirty. But I mean, this looks good. It looks good to go into this 500 level, honestly. So again, I really would rather wait to see something that tells me to get out. Like, for example, when I called that we should get a rejection here, when we came to this level, notice we pushed up and we went here. All right, so it's like we got this close above, and then we wicked here, and then we went a little bit higher, and we made a little weak new high, and then we came into it again, and we wicked here, and we didn't take this high, but then we closed into it, and we targeted this low. All right, and then we had the gap below, and we had the 5-minute PVC. Oh, there we go. We're getting this run here. Okay, now this right here is decent. It's not exactly saying to get out of the trade. Now this candle right here, it's got some volume coming in on it. And it's coming in at my key level. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and close this one out. See if we can get back to 400. That 400. Oh, try and give me some more. I'm gonna put my TP there. I'm gonna put my stop here. Cool. So yeah, that's cool. That's cool. When I look at, and it's not to be like, oh, like ungrateful, but I gotta be better, man. Like, I gotta do better, bro. I really do. I really do. Because that trade that I closed for 400, I initially got long at 445. That would have been a 60 handle trade, bro. 60 handle trade. Right? So look, we got out EVC and notice bullish candles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bullish candles. We get to the key level, we get an EVC, and we get our first bearish candle. So what's going to happen is if we run this low and we close beneath this low, then we're going to start rejecting from the low and pushing down the same way we did right here. So yeah, so that 30-minute exercise has turned into an hour and some change. But I don't know. I like doing this though, man. I definitely want to just be able to pull up the chart, find a trade. It doesn't matter if the market's trending, choppy, because I know how to read volume. I can catch a few handles if I need to catch a few handles, right? All right. So we get this close here and we get the engulf. It's going to be like one or two things going to happen. And it's still early, right? We can still reject and push lower. But right now it's engulfing this candle. So also, one thing also got to mention is the 5. You got to look at these other time frames too. So we're about to close in a minute 20. This 5-minute candle. And we are getting a little bit more volume than the previous candles. We might close this with more volume than this candle right here. Maybe. We shall see. Well, we won't see because I don't know if I'm still gonna have this video open, but I'll see. Um, Let me see. And again, EVC, you want to see a pause in the delivery. So this was delivery, right? We pretty much went straight up. We got this candle here, which had more volume than all of these previous candles. And now we're getting this back and forth action, right? So you want to see a consolidation followed by a continuation, or a consolidation followed by a reversal, or you want to see an immediate reversal. But rarely ever do you want to see this candle print like this with this much more volume than the previous candles on the swing. And then we just, boom, continue to go up. If that happens, then what we're going to want to see is at some point, right, soon after, within the next couple candles, we might get a strong push back up with even more volume. But within the next couple candles, when we retrace, like say this candle was the print and we didn't get this pause here, we just went up to maybe this level or this level, whatever, right? What we would want to see after that, is when price retraces, this now becomes the level I want to see price reject from and continue to push higher. But nonetheless, a pause in delivery is coming whenever you see the EVC. So just keep that in mind. Yeah. What was I about to say? Yeah, another session, another video. Sunday night. Just caught a cool 40 handles. You know, tough loss right here. Really could have caught like 60 hand, which my TP was right here, to be fair. Obviously my entry was here, 445. My TP was here, 484. So that was like 385 or something like that. So I ended up getting it on the second trade. But key takeaway, I mean, we see the market profile right here. This is definitely chop. This is what just about every trader in the world would consider this to be chop. Nobody would say that this is a bull trend or a bear trend. They would say that this is a consolidation. This is a ranging market. And I traded it the same way that I trade, I mean, not that I traded it, but the volume works the same. Trending, ranging, it doesn't matter. You got your PVC, your peak volume candle. You mark those levels, your highs and your lows, and then you're making your trades based on how price is reacting to that level. Where is price in relationship to that high, that low? Right? We break below the 1 hour, the 1 minute PVC. We break below, we consolidate below. Guess what? When we when we retrace, we reject from the low and we push lower. All right? We close back into it and we're moving bullish. Guess what? We retrace to the low and we bounce from the low. All right? We get to close beneath here, and then again we run back up. We make these lower highs. That's telling us that this PVC is actually in control. We're more than likely going to want to visit the high. Right? We're more than likely going to want to visit the high. We got these higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, right? So, and it's higher lows in a ranging market with the bullish PVC. So my bias is bullish. We're back inside of this bullish PVC, just like how we came here. We did this bullshit. And then we came here, we ran up. And to these highs, we got the rejection at this high, right? PVC. Again, all you gotta do is look at the bottom of the screen. This is relevant. This is relevant. This is relevant. This is relevant. And this is where I exited. And look at what price is doing. Resting. It's the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over